Greetings everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today's review will be on the Schleich 2022 Majungasaurus. Most of us were surprised when we heard that Schleich was going to make this underrepresented dinosaur, but at the same time, we were nervous of how it would look. We all know how their Cryolophosaurus and Acrocanthosaurus turned out. Thankfully, this Majungasaurus ended up being pretty good, though far from perfect. Let's discuss the most talked about feature of this figure, which is the paint job. It consists of black, red, and white. It resembles a milk snake and definitely would have been a great original color scheme, but that's not the case. Schleich took the color scheme from the Dinosaur King Majungasaurus, though it's not exact, as the Majungasaurus from Dinosaur King. The red was a bit brighter than this. The least Schleich could have done is added maybe, instead of red, forest green or grayish blue. This is what many collectors call paleoplagiarism. But, of course, Schleich isn't the only company that does this. Even Papo and Safari Ltd does it as well. Now let's move on to the detailing. The detailing is pretty much the same as the other theropods, though not as crisp. There's plenty of smudging across the figure. Then there's the underbelly, see many skin folds, and there's the big muscular tail with veins popping out. I'm not sure if the veins would actually be exposed like that. Then let's move on to the feet, which are very bird-like, and unfortunately have the scales, which theropods are known to not have anymore. And there's the arms, which are surprisingly the correct shape and have the correct amount of digits. Moving up to the head, see there's the iguana-like dewlap, and the head is pretty accurate. See, it's short, and they even have the single horn on top of the head. Let's open up the jaw, see inside of the mouth, and I like how this doesn't have the bulky Schleich teeth. See, they're pointier, and they're strangely colored black, but I'd rather have that. Since this is a theropod from Schleich, it's going to have anatomical issues. For one, the tail is too curly and a little bit too short. Theropods had very stiff muscular tails to help them counterbalance the weight here. The feet are oversized, and the arms, even though they're the correct shape, they're too long. This Majungasaurus is made out of a sturdy, waxy, rubbery material, which gives it a nice realistic feel. Even though Schleich doesn't make the best prehistoric animals, you definitely have to give them credit for the durable material they use. Let's do some quick measurements with the flexible ruler. So this Majungasaurus is around 4 inches tall at the hips and at the top of its head. At the tip of its tail, it's around 6.5 inches tall. Lengthwise, the figure is around 9.5 inches long and would likely be close to 11.5 to 12 inches if fully stretched out. Starting off with our comparisons, here is the Sega Dinosaur King Majungasaurus, which is a lot more vibrant. And out of these two, I do prefer this one, but I'm not saying that this one is bad. It's still a pretty good figure of this theropod. I would also say that this is a good alternative for the collectors who want a figure of the Dinosaur King Majungasaurus, since this one is one of the rarest figures from the Sega Dinosaur King line. Next, here we have the Mattel Jurassic World Majungasaurus, which is pretty accurate for a Jurassic toy, one of my favorites from Mattel, though I do prefer Schleich's offering. Let's bring in Schleich's other Abelosaurid figures, which are Carnotaurus to no surprise. Next up, we have the other good theropods from Schleich. I would say the Baryonyx is still my favorite, followed by the Majungasaurus, then the Cerrato, then the juvenile Giga, and then the juvenile Rex. In front of us, we have three herbivores, the 2018 Triceratops, the 2014 Pentaceratops, and the 2017 Kentrosaurus. The final comparison for this video is going to be with the Collectae Xiphactinus and the Collectae Mini Xiphactinus. Well, that wraps up my review on the Schleich Majungasaurus. Overall, despite some of its flaws, it's a well done figure. Lovely detailing, great plastic quality, and a good size. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. If you love Abelosaurids and Schleich dinosaurs, then I recommend you getting this. But if you want a very accurate Majungasaurus, then give Schleich's offering a pass and wait for Safari Ltd, Collectae, or PNSO to make a better one, or you could buy the one from Vitae. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section of what you think of this new Abelosaurid model.